You know when you just have some cash in hand and you just read, "In God we trust." Well, if you really do trust God, then you know this shit's not coming with you, hunty. But may it have some remnants to this energy. What's good? What's poppin', everyone? I know that a lot of you are going through a lot of confusion and I'm receiving a lot of messages. I am not confused at all on my journey, so I thought, why not on this beautiful Saturday evening jump on to help you? So take the message as it resonates. I am open to seeing whatever comes in. The one thing I want to say to you, if you are on a crossroad and you're putting money, if you're putting this thing that can just fly away or burn, or you can create this through different streams to make your decision for you, you're in your ego. This is about following your heart, following your intuition, and remembering that you are divine and you have the answers that you need. But right now, let's tap in. Take a deep breath in, clear the energy field, be open, receive what you need, leave what does not resonate with you. And let's bring the clarity in for those of you who need clarity today through the divinity energy. So let's start off with my tarot. And we have the Hermit, which makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of you are in hermit mode, but why are you in hermit mode? What are you looking to tap into? You know, every hermit and hermetess needs some solitude just to really, I would say, to get rid of your thoughts. When you're actually feeling in your heart and not catering to all the millions of thoughts that are running in your head, you don't need to be in hermit mode. So some of you are really trying to be still. Be still, let God in, tapping in. I feel someone who is very not trusting their intuition. Keep going to their mind, keep going to their ego self. It happens, you know what I mean? That's us understanding the human will versus the divine will, but I'm going to bring you divine will energy. And look at that, right away, deception. Right away, deception. What is this deception clarifying? That you're not in your highest. You're in deception. Something is going on. And we're going to bring in this clarity right now for you. Let's go into some tarot. Yeah. I think that you're getting a revelation that you've been in deception, that you've been living falsely in your own reality. And, when I split the deck, the first thing I see is the Two of Pentacles, right? Balancing something that's real and something that's not real. Because to have the 7th chakra, I'm also picking up that you might be receiving a lot of crown chakra activations, which will help you bring light to this deception. And this is happening through your hermiting. And I love the image on this card because when I created it in the studio, I remember I was in Toronto when I created this. I too was in deception for who I thought I was versus who I really am. And the beautiful part of this image is looking at this beautiful soul, not knowing if it is man, woman, right? It's very translucent. But what's in front of her, because it is a female, is like a big crystal ball. And, sometimes we have to see things through that translucent, transparent, no labels, and see what's really happening. You're getting clarity, truth, and the truth will liberate your soul, but first it will definitely piss you off. The one thing that people don't want in this world is truth, because it interrupts their ego. It interrupts their deceit. It interrupts their comfort zone. But it's the only way out, you guys. Look at that. The Four of Pentacles, holding on, holding on, holding on. The Four of Pentacles to me is holding on to your childish ego, right? So we'll go a little bit more into this, but you are receiving clarity. And, you know, by the way, you know, to know this, it can be very heavy, but you will have to obviously accept it, because, you know, if you're trying to get somewhere and there are things from your egoic self that is a pattern or a comfort zone. And I feel that you, whoever's watching this and this resonates so far, you already know this, you're aware of this pattern, you're already aware of this deception. And I feel that you've prayed and you've received clarity, but you're still holding on to something. The Temperance card, you guys. Some of you have to go through a healing process. 2 8s. Knight of Wands. This is coming in quick. Some of you are really clarifying here 2 aspects: leaving your home, leaving your family, and also understanding the job and the career. That's big, guys. Those are big energies, so I get it. I'm feeling you on this. Trust me, I've already been through this path, so I totally get it, okay? I totally get it. By the way, yeah, I'm wearing my Mona Lisa Snapchat. Don't forget to be silly and funny. It's great medicine. But what I was going to say to you here is this is something that's coming in very quickly. I feel that you're receiving a lot of spiritual confirmations, visions, dreams. I do feel that this is a person who is tapping into the unseen, the spiritual realms. But this is for you. Your deception here is about your career and your family, and that's what's coming to light. But at this time, as you are in hermit mode, you're actually receiving a lot of divine healing through the 7th chakra. So this is when you got to really take good care of your mind, your mental health, because you will feel like you're losing it a little bit. I was having this discussion with a fellow sister, and she was saying the same thing. She's like, wow, I'm holding on to my old self, my old identity. And this is another confirmation of someone saying it. People have been telling me this, specifically those of you who are in my soul tribe. The last few weeks, for I think every day I'm receiving that specific message. So you will go through a mental struggle because you're not fully allowing, right, the divine energy to come in. And, you know, a lot of people have to realize that after a lot of repeated cycles that you have chosen your ego self, your human will, right? The comforts, the immaturity, the lust, the deception, the money, the material, you know, the toxic patterns, behaviors, all of that, guys. That God will take away your gifts, your divine gifts, and then you're left in another pattern that could be a little bit more tricky, because now the mind, which is the ego self, is running the show. So very interesting, right? Like I get it. Like I totally resonate with this. This was my life like in 2016, so I totally get it. It's not easy, but this is the clarity that you need in this deception. But now I'm going to move over here and give you some clarity of what you need for that crown chakra. What are you actually receiving in the higher realms? And I'm going to use a different deck. Okay, so just breathe out if that was a lot for you, you know, like I don't know how you guys are taking it, but you know, I prefer truth. I always love truth. I'm obviously a truth speaker and a seeker. That's why we're here. So yeah, there's the High Priestess. right? Sitting in between the pillar of the dark and the light. So the dark would be the deception, your ego, your fears. And the light, right, is divine will. It's your truth. It's your love. It's who you really are. And the high priestess sits between the two because she dances between both light and dark. And she's aligned to her highest timeline, so she could sit there and read the Akashic records with Goddess Sophia. So these crown chakra activations might be coming in, so you might be receiving a lot of these messages. I would tell you to really take the time, and that's why you're probably in hermit mode, to receive, which is really good. But let's bring some light onto this other energy for your clarity and what you really need to know. So what is the higher message for you? What are you receiving? First message was out quick. The Empress. Wow. Okay, so already you're receiving feminine energy. So some of you may be tapping into feminine energy, which is your intuition. But the Empress is the Divine Mother energy. She is all the queens in the tarot, and she's sitting on her throne. So there might be also an influence here of an Empress, right? I consider myself an Empress. I consider myself a High Priestess. I consider myself the Temperance. You know, when you've mastered a lot of these energies, you can resonate to this specific, archetype, really. That's what they are. Ace of Wands with the Eight of Swords. So yeah, so here it is, the brand new beginning. And again, it's in passion. I feel that this higher timeline or these higher activation codes, these are codes that are coming in for you to activate your DNA. And your remembrance is coming through from a very motherly, feminine energy, which if you are a masculine, right, you're receiving these downloads through passion. So you might be feeling a lot of that beautiful, exotic, sacred sexuality energy. However, there is a lot going on in your head, a lot still going on in your head, which is a problem. That's why you're receiving these crown chakras, so they can take away these toxic patterns, because a lot of people's toxic patterns are just thoughts. But it's something that you have to dive into. If you're a female and a feminine, it's the same energy. You're receiving passionate energy, but your energy is being moved with the moon and the moon cycle. And the sun, which is the masculine energy, is really evoking some anxiety is what I'm hearing. So you're being shown this through the deception on the other side, but this is what's helping you to move forward with your decision. And here's the world. Like, I'm done in this energy. The world, you're being presented something new. A cycle has finished. So this is the thing. Some of you have to understand that your actual repeat cycle is done and you need to let go of it. Some of you might be in deception of that, thinking that you have to continue, thinking you owe something to someone, or even just like, for example, right? Like when I talk about this energy here, that I created this, I didn't have to, I could have walked away anytime from this old identity of myself, being a fashion photographer, having studios, working with all of these top, celebrities, agents, models, really pushing that. Like, I remember I was like, I'm going to make $250,000 and I'm going to shoot a campaign for Louis Vuitton, Versace. All of those things that we put ourselves into, right, through the material world, you could walk away from that and start new right now. And this is, the deception is you feeling stuck. And you have to know that you can actually change right now watching this. Birds agree. Okay, amazing. So what I'm going to do to finish off is I'm going to actually see what this crossroad is for you. What are you actually debating about? And bring a little bit more clarity here, because it feels that this is something that is life-changing for you. But also I'm hearing don't take it too seriously. Okay, fair. Because the more serious and more you hold on to something that's even new, you're just bringing the old thought patterns that needs to be killed off through temperance energy, balancing the scales, balancing the mind and the heart. I'm also hearing people who have to really know what consciousness is versus the cult that is spirituality, and the control that is religion, right? As someone's clapping in the background. So maybe that's for some of you. I was actually invited to a podcast to speak about spirituality and consciousness, and I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. So here we go. See, orange sexuality. Didn't this come up earlier? Your body is a gift. Say what you feel. Expansion and visibility. Some of you are really hiding who you really are. Like, it's time for you to be seen, my love. Last energy is the alchemist. Yes, gold medal. This is, you need to come, whoever this is for, if this resonates for you, please book the Golden Shadow Program. You will be transformed within 6 weeks, because you know what, baby, I am a motherfucking alchemist, and I will help you alchemize what you need. You need this darkness to come into light, and you can turn yourself into an alchemist very quickly using life force and energy, understanding how it is to activate the goddess within you through the sword of truth. You know, the throat chakra. Expansion and visibility. You need to be seen. Your purpose in this life is to be seen. You are famous. You are well known, and you are going to be seen. Okay, because you have divine energies that are working through you, and it's enough is enough. Like, your deception is done. Like, it's time to understand that this is you. I'm also feeling that if this is for any divine counterpart energy, because I tap into that as I am, who I am. I am a part of that soul gang, 144. The Empress has led you. You already know who you are. The Empress has led you, is what I'm hearing. So let's get you another final message from the guides and the Ascended Masters, aka who you are. You are a guide and Ascended Master, and you're here to be a guide. Listen, you can't make it up. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. Baby, you are a leader. You are a new earth leader, my love. And the blue represents throat chakra. You are receiving clarity from new earth. Again, I tell you guys all this time, people live in fear. People feel like they don't have what it takes to have clients doing what I do, or doing what that person does. If they can do it, if I can do it, you can do it. There is nothing but fear holding you back. But on the other side of fear is the action you need to take. Let's see. What else? Oh, Lord Shiva, I was just talking to him. And there's the transcendence. Do you remember when I was trying to say the energy here about transcendence? It's because Shiva was coming in and I was getting stumped with the energy, because I felt his energy very strongly here in the hermit mode. So what I'm saying to you right now is that you have to understand that Shiva is transcendence, right? Shakti is the entire world. She is the Empress. She is the feminine energy. But Lord Shiva, you can't see him. You can't see him. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. You cannot make it up. Two masculines. Let me get one more. Let's see what this message, because it's a masculine energy. And look, on the bottom of the deck, heart healing. It's divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. To any of you, especially masculine energy, that think that you're too dark or you have too much baggage, demonic energies, you just don't feel divine enough. Everything that you've been through is to be public and really talk about your journey and what you've conquered in this life and past. You're definitely tapping into past life energy, but you have to open up your heart chakra, my love, through this divine healing that is here for you, because the last card, let's finish it up here, y'all. Y'all know I started this energy with money. Let's finish it off with Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance. Infinite abundance is who you are and what you will receive as you step into your gifts. This masculine has lost some of his gifts because of his deception. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. You're coming back. You're back online. And if this is for a feminine, then this is about your masculine energy, you know, the patriarchal energy that we all have to look into. But this is your crossroad. This is your clarity. Remember, at 2023, you're going to repeat your cycles, right? Or you're going to evolve, and you're going to understand that the old you no longer resonates, and you are a divine light. You are transcendence. You are action. You are abundance. Okay? You are. Baby, you are the alchemist. You know, you just need to tap in. I'm telling you, if you need help, you should be booking my 6-week program. Like, whoever this is for, book it. It will be magical. And anybody and everybody who does my program, specifically my shadow program, in 6 weeks, I have receipts, y'all. I have receipts. You know, they are free. They're free from their past. But remember, we're also at a time that you got to put value on yourself. You know, you got to put value on yourself. Are you putting value on something that doesn't come with you? Or are you putting value on your soul? Put value on your soul. You're also needing to come into understanding your sexual energy, which is such a magical thing to master. So if that resonates for you, I also have an 8-week program for sacred sexuality. All right, loves. I hope this helps. Comment below, subscribe, send me some messages, whatever. Sure. Boots.